back to another portion of our digital outreach series. Of course, this is where we talk casually about history between Leah and I. Again, my name is Lauren. This is Leah, our site and events manager. And today we are having coffee
and tea
with the county. And shameless plug, this mug is actually one that we sell in our gift shop. And I'm going to bring it up to you. I call it our Sassy Mug series because even though this is in reverse, it says, shh, no one cares. And so I have this mug personally. This is one of mine. And I also have from Christmas, we had one that said resting Grinch face on it. And I was like, yes, you are coming home with me. So once we reopen, please come visit our gift store. We have lots of cool stuff there. Now you may be asking yourself, hey ladies, where are you today? You look very different in the background from your previous videos. Well, that's because we are in the basement of the Aiken County Historical Museum, and we're standing in front of our, I would think we would call it moonshine, but nowadays I think we need to convert it to a hand sanitizer maker. We could make big bucks, man.
We could.
I know. But I'm going to let Leah take over from here and tell y'all a little bit more about our whiskey moonshine distillery.
Yes, thank you, Lauren. So, as the resident Appalachian here at the Aiken County Historical Museum, I have been tasked with explaining to you how it is that a moonshine still works. So let me get out of the way here. So I want to show you this element here. This is the still itself, and mash would go in the still, would be cooked. Mash could be anything from a fruit to corn, good old corn liquor. So you would heat it up, then the steam would go through the arm here, and it would go into the doubler or the thumper.
And why is it called a thumper, Leah?
Well, because once the still got to going and got to pumping out this really hot steam, this keg here would start thumping around.
Oh, from the pressurization.
Yes.
Very
so they
cool.
called it a thumper, a thump keg, a doubler. And the reason they call it a doubler is because it doubles the proof of your alcohol or your hand sanitizer. So the next move is that the steam, so it'll separate, the particulate matter will separate further in here. You'll have an even purer hand sanitizer. And then you'll go over in this arm and it will lead down into your condenser. This is where the product is made. So there is a copper tube in the middle called a worm. Water goes all around it to cool down the condensation that's inside that tube, and then the product comes out at the very bottom. And that is where you have your extremely expensive hand sanitizer.